All right, welcome to the NinerNation 101 Podcast. It's been a long time, been like 6 months, but that's all right. I'm here with Zach. Say what's up. All right, let's just go right into this. I'm ready to talk, man.
So game by game.
Yeah, game by game. We'll start off with the first one, Bengals and Raiders.
Yeah, that was a good game. I was watching that one. That was good.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty good. Joe Burrow is probably the third best quarterback in the playoffs right now, in my opinion.
I think the Raiders would have won if they would have fed Jacobs more.
Yeah, I don't know.
He only got like 14, 15 carries.
What? Even though the Raiders lost, this was a crazy season for them. That was crazy that they even made the playoffs.
John Gruden.
Henry Ruggs with the killer speed. Dude, and then Damon Arnett waving a gun around on his life. I'm like, oh my god.
Hey, if he would have shot Joe Burrow in the knee, they might have won.
Yeah, bro. Joe Burrow has thrown for like 1,400 yards and like 10 touchdowns in the past 3 weeks. Not including the week he didn't play, but
the Bengals are heating up.
Yeah. And dude, I could see him making a good run.
Really good. Jamar Chase is really good.
Yeah. Jamar Chase and
the Titans are gonna be a tough matchup for them though.
Yeah, I mean King Henry's coming back.
I think it depends on how Derrick Henry plays. Henry plays how Henry plays. They're gonna
have AJ Brown and Julio Jones. So and Taylor Warren's coming back. So that's gonna
be a tough game. But they're just now getting healthy. That's why I think the Titans will lose because they're getting like their first snaps back. That's why they're gonna suck.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, it was a good season for the Raiders. I think they should keep their head coach they have right now.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, Rich Bisaccia. I think that's his name or something like that.
He's pretty decent. Yeah.
He's pretty good. I mean, look, there's no interim coach has ever done that.
Their defensive unit is terrible. That defensive unit is terrible. Yeah, so they were like middle of the pack with him. That was really impressive.
Yeah. I mean, Casey Hayward kind of carried the defense while you're in Max Crosby.
That's what I'm saying. Like, their best defender is Max Crosby. That's high. Like, he's high.
I don't know if he's just high. I mean, he's an all-pro, so. He's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think he should have made it over Nick Bosa, but.
They don't got. Yeah. They got, like, really. Like, I'm looking at, like, this secondary. It's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, they got two good guys in the secondary.
Trufant, Casey Hayward.
Trufant sucks. Dude.
Yes, Trufant. He fell off.
You got Nate Hobbs and Casey Hayward, and that's it, really.
Hobbs is pretty good. Hobbs for where they got him. Yeah, for where they drafted him, he's really good for them.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, Trey Hendrickson though, he had a game.
Yeah, Trey Hendrickson's. Dude, that guy's underrated.
He showed he's the real deal from last season. He wasn't just last year. He's not a one-year wonder, that's for sure. Because last year he put up 13.5. This year he put up 14. He's keeping it consistent.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just he came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
through his first 3 seasons, he had 6.5 sacks. His first 3 seasons, now he's just going crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that Bengals D is pretty good.
Yeah, they just make it happen with underrated names like Von Bell and stuff.
Yeah, they got Jesse Bates in the second, and their corners are pretty good. Pretty good corners.
Yeah, they got what's his face? Oh no, they don't got Will Jackson.
They got Chidobe Awuzie, I think. So
yeah,
they got Mike Hilton.
Yeah, they got decent players.
Yeah, Trey Flowers, Eli Apple, Trey Wayne.
It's just that offense. It's that offense. Like the defense can do solid, and then the offense just is so good.
Yeah. I think the only thing the Bengals really need to improve on is the O-line. I feel like that's like.
Yeah, that's their only issue. And even then, their O-line's solid. They're not.
It's like mid. It's mid.
Yeah, they're definitely got a lot of overperformers this year, though.
Yeah, like if you've been watching like the
Joe Burrow's ACL survived barely.
I know.
You know.
Yeah. All right. No, let's go.
A really good game, though.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Let's go to the next game. The Bills and Patriots.
They made it all the way to the goal line. That was the biggest thing. for me.
Oh yeah, the Bills and
The
Patriots.
Patriots and Bills. Oh.
Okay, there's not much to talk about here.
No.
Josh Allen
I
is
watched like
Josh Allen's an
he's
absolute
too-
goat.
I think the Patriots are regretting trading away Gilmore now.
Yeah,
Like they're probably really regretting that because he wouldn't have done great, but J.C. Jackson's good about getting picks, but he's more of a lockdown than like Diggs.
yeah,
I think though the Patriots just need to get the ground going. That's really what they needed.
yeah. I mean, they don't got really. They need to get it.
Incompletion.
Yeah, I think he threw the same amount of touchdowns as incompletions.
No, he threw 5 touchdowns.
Oh, he threw more touchdowns than incompletions.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Dude, the Patriots' defense was like the best in the middle of the season. Now they're like, what happened?
They just got the Bills just got whatever they want. They had like 200 rushing yards and like 300 passing yards. They just got whatever they wanted.
Yeah, that's just crazy to me.
I think the biggest thing that happened is the Patriots just couldn't run the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
but it helps to run the ball more than 20 times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with a rookie quarterback playing his first playoff game. Like I'm impressed with how Mac Jones did. I think he played better than I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, they got 3 guys that can run the ball pretty good. So, 2 or 3.
Run it with them. Yeah, they didn't run it with him, and he has no receivers. I mean, your best receiver
is Kendrick Bourne.
Who got 1 pass? Yeah, I don't know.
And you see that he dropped the pass in the end zone. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch the game that much.
I watched it and I'm like, I was like almost sleeping, bro.
Dude, I watched like the first 2 possessions. The second the Bills were up 20, I just stopped watching.
Yeah. I mean,
that game was boring. They had no pressure.
They play the Chiefs next week. They play the Chiefs next week. That's gonna be a legit match.
The Bills are really hot going into that game.
Okay, we'll do predictions after all this, but next game.
We'll start off with we'll do like wild card shows too.
Yeah.
Next one was
Eagles and Bucks. Eagles, man. What?
I had some high expectations for this game. I really thought this was gonna be closer.
Yeah, I thought.
I really thought this was gonna be close. I honestly thought this was gonna be a game we watched all the way through the 4th quarter. I turned it off at halftime.
Oh my god, it was like 31-0. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro.
It was like 7. The second he threw that interception right before halftime, it's not really his fault. He was trying to take a shot, but oh man.
Well, okay, I feel like this is kind of the coaching's fault because they're targeting Dallas Goedert more than targeting Devontae Smith, which I feel like.
Yeah, I know. I just seen that. Well, Devontae Smith was not getting the ball. He had 11 targets for 4 catches and 60 yards, though. I see what you're saying now.
Goedert
had 90. Goddard had 12 targets, 6 catches, 92.
I mean, look, if I'm the Eagles, Dallas Goedert's pretty good.
Well, it's not really coaching that he's not getting the ball. It's more.
Well, I mean, if he's not the number 1 option on most of the passes, I'm like, why did you draft him?
Yeah, but the Buccaneers had a banged up linebacking core, and for the most part, their linebackers are pass rushers. JPP, pass rusher. Shaq Barrett, pass rusher. I would like to run my tight end out, but then you think about it, Devin White, Levante David in the middle,
Yeah. I mean, dude.
I just feel like the Eagles of all teams throwing 43 passes when your best receiver is a rookie, it's not Jamar Chase. You just don't have a good number 1. It's not Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
From this class. Like Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, they're good number 2s in slots. Jamar Chase is like Justin Jefferson. Because, we all know how Odell was in 2014, 2015. That's what they are now.
Yeah. I mean, if the Eagles get, one more legit receiver and a couple good defenders, that might be a legit team in the NFC soon.
I think they should really target, Allen Robinson or something this offseason.
Or Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin's a good one. I don't know why, I feel like Allen Robinson's like that Alshon Jeffrey they had when they won the Super Bowl. And that's why I feel like he fit that team.
Yeah.
Or Juju.
Juju wouldn't be bad.
Juju would be good. Juju's just not a good number one, and that's what they need. That's why I feel like Allen Robinson's as good third down blanket who can take the number one corner out the game for you.
Yeah, and they can use like a couple of safeties and corners too. I mean, they got Darius Slay, and that's about it.
I think, they need corners more than anything. Darius Slay is only getting older. He's not getting younger. He's already like 32.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles got a bright future, and Doug Peterson fell on the sword for that team.
Yeah.
That's another thing we're gonna talk about. Coaching.
Yeah, we'll talk about all that stuff after we're done talking about the game.
Ryan Kerrigan went off for them this game.
Yeah, he did go off. I seen that, but
I think the first thing the Eagles got to do is they got to look at all these old dudes like Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Jason Kelsey. They got to look at these dudes and get rid of them.
I feel like they would keep
be loyal to them, but it's just not worth paying these dudes how much they're getting paid.
I feel like they would keep Jason Kelsey.
Plus.
I feel like they would keep Jason Kelsey.
Like Fletcher Cox, those are dudes that are just too good to trade. But like
Fletcher Cox has kind of not been doing anything.
Yeah, he is falling off though.
Brandon Graham, I would definitely trade. You can get a mid-second round pick from him, I think.
Like they got young dudes to develop. They can't. I just feel like they need to start drafting for this defense. And they got to replace this old offensive line. This offensive line was good 5 years ago, and that's why I hated the Carson Wentz criticism. Because, hey, they got names. We all remember the Super Bowl line. We don't know what everybody like writes off how bad this whole line is because it's just name wise. They got one or two good dudes on the line, and then they just kind of look past it.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean.
I feel like they still got like a top 10 line.
They still got a very good line. It's just like when you look at certain dudes like Lane Johnson, he's like 33 and he can't really do what he used to do. He's still an elite lineman. A lot of teams would love to have him, but when you're trying to make a run and you're looking at what these dudes used to be and what you could get for them, it's just not worth being like loyal to them. Like loyalty does not exist anymore in the NFL. Like it's starting to get like basketball, and I feel like the teams that are like the Patriots, you got to look how the Patriots do it. They flip the talent before they get bad. That's why they got rid of Gilmore. He's low on the contract. His contract's coming up soon. They're gonna have to pay him decent money, and he's like 31. Yeah. That's why they traded him.
Yeah. I mean,
the Eagles need to look at that and do the same thing. That's why the Patriots have always been so good, because they evaluate the talent and they get rid of it when they need to. They use them when they're to the point where they're not worth paying what they're going to want, and they're getting too old and they're going to regress and hinder the team's ability. They flip them, and that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, the Bucs, I don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl this year just because they're
I mean, they're just so injured.
Like, three of their linemen, from what I saw, Christian Wirfs went down, Ryan Jensen went down. They don't have Godwin. They don't have AB. They don't have Leonard Fournette. Devin White, Levante David, I think also Shaq Barrett, Vita Vea. Those are all dudes that are playing hurt right now. I mean, they'll probably play the whole playoffs, but those dudes not being 100% is massive.
Yes. I mean, you only got...
That's the thing. Like, when you sit there, I think when I see Vita Vea in that middle, that's like almost a 400-pound dude that scares me. That's like that Kenny Clark and I'm trying to think of the dude on the Chiefs right now. I can't think of his name.
Chris Jones.
Yeah, Chris Jones. Like, those are those dudes.
Yeah, I feel like the Buccaneers only got, like, Tom Brady and Mike Evans to work with right now.
Which, you saw that right there. Like, they would get struggled. It's just random dudes like Giovanni Bernard and Gronk and all of them dudes that are healthy. They do help them out big time.
Yeah.
They're going to be, like, when you're playing a team like the Eagles, you can squeak one out. You know, they didn't really have to squeak one out, but at the same time they did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they scored 15 points in the fourth quarter, Eagles.
That's all I'm saying. If the Eagles would have got a little more going at the start of the game, this would have been a lot closer. But that's just how I feel about it. Like, when they go up against, like, I got them playing the Rams this next week.
Yeah.
The Cardinals, I'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that last. Yeah. But I just don't think when the Bucs go up against these real teams, even if they out-battle the Rams, you're in the NFC Championship against either the 49ers or the Packers. That's two teams. If you beat them, you're definitely losing the Super Bowl. There's just no way you fight through that.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, Bucks are like, I feel like they could lose.
I think the Bucks are the team that honestly is definitely the best team and definitely would win the Super Bowl, but that 18th game killed them.
Yeah.
And we're going to see this a lot with teams where that 18th game is putting players down because it's going to benefit teams like the Packers who had so many people down, and now they got that little week 18 to kind of get some snaps in, get ready for the playoffs. But then there's these teams like the Bucks who just got injured and they got their time wasted. Like this Bucks O-line, nobody missed under 90% of the season.
Yeah.
Now they're feeling all those games they just stayed in for. Like Tristan Wirfs over these 2 years has not missed a snap until that playoff game. That's why he's playing so hard, which is great. But one of these moments, it's gonna happen to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, we can talk about
especially O-line.
Oh yeah. Now we can talk about
especially O-line. It's so easy for someone just to fall on you and just tear your ACL or some random wrong step and your knee is fucked up.
Yeah, we talk about Gronk now and saying he could be like their number one receiver probably next week if Mike Evans, gets hurt, which is crazy saying because
Gronk or Mike Evans, if one of those two, I mean, that's just that. If one of those dudes get hurt, all I'm saying is if the Bucks can get a big name back soon just to draw something, they'll probably go further than we expect. But I think they will, but it's just going to be, they're not 100%. I could put my fourth or third best corner on them. They'll kill him, but it's better than wasting someone on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's talk about
we'll talk about the good game.
The Niners beat the Dallas Cowgirls. You already know.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
That game was a good game. Dude, they started off so hot.
I know.
They started off
the first drive,
fired.
I'm like, oh, my God, we're going to blow them out.
Oh, yeah, first drive, bro. Okay, first of all, do you finally agree with me that Deebo Samuel is a running back?
Yes. I've been saying that for the past, he's the only receiver. He's the only wide receiver to have 10-plus rushing touchdowns.
He had 10 plus. I didn't know he went that crazy with it, dude.
Yeah.
He put off that rushing touchdown right away. Or no, that was Elijah Mitchell.
That was Eli Mitchell. Eli Mitchell was underrated, bro.
Dude, wasn't he undrafted too?
No, he was in the 7th or 6th round. I don't remember.
6th round. I just looked at it. Yeah, 6th round. Elijah Mitchell, and then that undrafted dude from the Jets, Chris Carter, I think it was.
No, Michael Carter.
Michael Carter. He was really good for them as well.
Yeah.
This was a deep running back class. This draft class. This was a deep draft class.
Travis Etienne. We haven't really seen Travis Etienne play at all, so we're gonna see how he plays out.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be interesting.
I feel like James Robinson should request for a trade.
Yeah, that was such just such an urban moment. That was terrible.
Urban Meyer.
That was terrible.
He grinds out them draft picks.
I don't even want to talk about the Jags. I don't even want to talk about the Jags. They ruined the Colts. Dude, if the Colts were in the playoffs, that game would have been so good, but nah, we had to get fucking Jaguars.
Yeah. I kind of want to see the Raiders and Chargers tie.
Yeah, I really wanted them to do that. I wish they would have just intentionally shanked that cake, but Carlson is way too good. He would not let that happen.
Yeah, bro. The Steelers are so bad, bro. They shouldn't have made the playoffs. Yeah, but all right, let's
talk about that. The Cowgirls. I'll always say this about the Cowgirls. Whenever they're in the playoffs, they'll win 1 or 2 games. The second they play a real contender, they lose. It's just that.
Yeah, the only 2 playoff teams they beat is the Eagles and Patriots.
Yes, and the Eagles aren't even a real team, playoff team. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They beat one team with over 10 wins. The Patriots.
I don't know what. Yeah, that was the beginning of the season when
the 2 playoff teams they decided to beat were the 2 playoff teams that just played terrible when they could have easily won.
Yeah.
But no, this score does not tell the full story. They got dominated everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
I think if Michael Parsons was 100%, this game would have went a lot different, though. Michael Parsons was tired and everything because he just got COVID, so he's coming back. His stamina was bad. I saw him on the bench a lot when they needed him in there.
Yeah, I mean, 49ers next week against Packers. That's going to be interesting.
That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a rivalry for me and you, too. That's going to be interesting, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Honestly, The thing is, just I think with Nick Bosa out, is just the deciding factor.
You would have done it.
Like,
You wouldn't have done anything anyways because you'd been going to go against David Bakhtiari. So that's all right.
Yeah, dude, David Bakhtiari is so good. He doesn't even need to be 100% to be the best tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just need a cover.
I'm interested to see free agents because Michael Gallup is going to be a free agent this offseason. He's going to be a pretty highly chased guy.
Yeah, the Cowboys need some defense in the secondary.
They got to get some They need secondary.
Trayvon Diggs is the most overrated corner in the league by far.
Dude, he's allowed. Didn't he allow him?
He allowed them 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he allowed him over 1,000 yards. That was crazy.
And then he getting crossed out by Brandon Ayuk, but Jimmy G overthrows him.
He has a better chance of getting it. He either gets a pick six or he'll give up 6.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. AJ Terrell is legit.
AJ Terrell.
Have you seen that? Did you see that metric where it was like Terrell Island and then it had in I think his 8 best games he allowed under 10 yards. I'm gonna say this right now. Any of the top corners in their best 8 games allowed over 100. He allowed under 10 receiving yards for receivers went against him. Yeah. That's crazy.
He should have made the Pro Bowl over
The thing is, he's a Falcon, right? And that's the thing with all the elite corners, though. Like, if you look at Jalen Ramsey last year, hands down best corner. He only got like 1 pick because nobody threw the ball his way. Like, picks aren't everything. I know, like that's the same thing with DNs. Like, Aaron Donald barely had 12 sacks this year, right? Mm-hmm. That's the thing with D-line and corners and safeties. The interceptions and the sacks are like the sexy numbers, but when you really look at it, the dudes who don't get a lot and they sit there getting those triple teams let someone else eat. Like the Rams had like 3 or 4 double-digit sack players, and a lot of that has to do with Aaron Donald. Yeah,
I mean, the people saying like TJ Watt's not like the defensive player of the year is just crazy to me.
He is 100%. It was Myles Garrett till he got hurt, and then he couldn't play the last 2 games.
It is crazy.
He really didn't play the last 2 games. He played, but it was just he was wasting snaps, honestly.
It was crazy to me. Like, people are saying, like, TJ Watt's not a defensive player because PFF said Aaron Donald is. I'm like, oh, my God.
If Aaron Donald wins it again, dude.
TJ Watt should be, like, unanimous defensive player of the year, I think.
I mean, God, nobody's had – granted, the 18th game helped him. He already had 20-plus sacks going into that game.
Yeah, he actually only played, like, 16 games.
I actually check that. I'm going to check that really quick. I'm going to see how many games he did play.
Because I know he missed like 2 or 3 in the beginning.
Yeah, I know he missed a few. I know he did. Where is he at? He only played 15.
Dang. So he didn't even need it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
He played less than 16. Yeah, that's crazy.
He would have broken it. He would have broken it. The sack record if he played 100%. More.
That's the best way to. I think we're gonna have to transition to Steelers now because we're talking about DPOI.
Yeah, I mean the Steelers shouldn't have made the playoffs. They got lucky.
I wish the Chargers were in the spot because the Chargers probably would have won. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but the Chiefs were just red hot this game. That's why I still think anybody was beating this team this week. Chiefs. Only team that could beat them this week was the Bills. Yeah. No other team was that hot. Travis Kelce threw a touchdown. Travis Kelce, he played better than Dak. That's wild.
Yeah, he had a better completion percentage than Dak Prescott.
Oh, he had a better completion percentage than every quarterback. Oh, no. The punter on the Cowgirls completed a pass.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. Yeah, the Steelers,
Jerick McKinnon went off.
Yeah, he did go off.
There's no game really here to talk about. There's just really we just gotta talk about like the future, like here, like.
I feel like the Steelers should get a guy like Marcus Mariota and bring in a rookie QB like Kenny Pickett.
Do 2 things. I think you know what they need to do? They need to get Tyrod Taylor this offseason, draft a rookie quarterback, and then when Tyrod Taylor gets hurt, there's going to be like the 700th quarterback to be a god after Tyrod Taylor was his starting. You know, they sat behind Tyrod. Because the same thing is going on with Davis Mills.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the Texans?
Najee Harris.
The Texans should hire Brian Flores so they can keep Deshaun.
Yeah, I know. Deshaun said he wants to go wherever Brian Flores goes. I think, I don't know, whoever Brian Flores is going to want to go to a team with a good defense that needs a coach. Because he's such a good defensive coach.
Like, I think he'll go to the Texans just because of that.
That was a terrible move by the Dolphins. That was terrible.
We'll talk about that in a second. Let's go back to the Steelers.
That was bad.
Let's go back to the Steelers.
Yeah.
The Steelers have a good future.
There's nothing really to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. I think the biggest thing is they got to get some O-linemen.
Oh, yeah,
definitely. Tyrod Taylor. They got to get a rookie quarterback. And, I mean, they just got to get something for Najee to run behind. Najee Harris was 1,200 rushing yards with this offensive line. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine what he could do behind, like, a Browns offensive line?
Or, like, a Cowgirl line or even that Bucks line. Like, imagine what he could do behind those good lines, you know? Like, they got running backs. They got Deontay Johnson, James Washington, and Claypool's a solid one. And they got Freiermuth.
I don't know if they'll be able to keep Washington after this year because they barely used him this year. Besides this game.
Yeah, I don't think Juju's going back. Juju's going to want a ring. I think defensively, this team's really good. I think the only thing they need to do is get some better corners, but they don't really got money because their Ben's making like $50 million. Like, it's just not good. But that's all going to be gone, so they should have some decent money to spend and get some decent players. I think they just got to start getting rid of their old guys and start getting young. They got to kind of half rebuild the team.
Yeah, they just got to the offense, man. They need to rebuild. I feel like
that defense is legit, but it's just because TJ Watt.
They can get like
doesn't.
If they can get like a true number one corner, they'll be like.
I think if they can get if they get a elite corner and a side pass rusher, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because if they can get someone else and TJ Watt's not getting triple teamed every game next year, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
On defense, offensively, they got like 4 or 5 years ahead of them before they're good.
I think, I feel like they get a guy like, this might be a stretch. They can go out and get Mitch Trubisky.
I don't know. I think people are hyping up Mitch a lot for no reason. If Mitch was like a backup on the Saints, I'd be fine because he was just with Sean Payton, But I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. But I feel like they should go get like Marcus Mariota or Derek Carr. Because he's not.
I think Tyrod Taylor.
Derek Carr said he's probably not going to stay with the Raiders. Yeah. All right. Now let's start talking about some.
Hold up. Adam Schefter, he just tweeted something. Jimmy is questionable, and Fred Warner probably will play, but Jimmy's probably gonna be fine. But he's got a shoulder issue.
Oh. What a surprise.
Hey, if he gets benched, I'm going to be scared because Trey Lance going to scare me, bro.
You guys get Jair Alexander back this game, too.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we get everybody back. Even the Darius and everything, we getting everyone back. It's going to be tough.
Yeah. I mean.
I don't know.
We'll see.
It's just like, to me, this is almost perfect for us because it's like last ride for Rodgers. It's almost perfect, like Super Bowl year. I'm just not going to say too much because that NFC Championship game will have me.
I'm telling you right now, if the Packers lose against the Niners, say goodbye to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, 100%. If we lose, the only way he stays is if we can make the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. And I think we're going to probably play the Rams. And, we'll get to predictions. I'll give a reason. Cardinals, we don't got to talk about this game much till it's done. Yeah. But, I mean, I got the Rams just because the Cardinals limped there. The Cardinals lost and made the playoffs.
Yeah, I got the Rams, too.
They just limped their way into the playoffs. Granted, Stafford hasn't been playing great. The Cardinals have just been off.
I mean, I feel like the Rams have too much talent to lose this game. Like, they have talent everywhere.
Yeah. It's going to be a close one, though. I think it will still be close, but it's just going to be the Cardinals. They have zero momentum going into this.
Yeah. I mean,
I just got the Rams on that one just because, and they're going to be at home. They're going to be in LA. But these are two teams who play in hot weather, so they'll be just fine.
Yeah. All right, let's get our predictions for next week.
All right.
Let's talk about the Chiefs Bills. I'm going Bills.
I'm going Chiefs, man.
I'm going Bills, man. The Bills are really looking good.
I'm going Chiefs for one reason. They're in Arrowhead. That's just my whole reason.
The Bills beat them in Arrowhead earlier in the season.
It's going to be tough, dude. The Bills are like the only team that can match up with them.
No, I think the Bengals could too. And maybe the Titans.
Obviously, yeah, the Bengals have beaten them already this year.
But it's tough. Give the Bills by like a field goal.
I think it's just both of those teams are so pass heavy. It's hard, but I just think the Bills got more secondary.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be a good game.
I don't know, dude. It's just like they got good players, but they don't got like people who can actually shut down Kelsey and Tyreek. You know what I'm saying?
If they had Tre'Davious White, this might be.
Like the Bills need that like Isaiah Simmons who can just go up with the tight end all game and just box him. You know?
Yeah. I mean, their safeties, Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, are very good. So they're
pretty good. It's gonna be tough for the deep ball to get moving for the
Chiefs.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for that deep ball.
I mean, if they get, I feel like
so it's gonna be hard.
I feel like Kelsey is gonna have a lot of receptions this game.
You know what? I'm changing it. I got Bills for one reason. Amazing, brother. Pop off.
Oh my god,
bro! They're pissed off from last year. That's the only reason I'm gonna switch it up.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm gonna switch it up. Would be the other AFC. Oh yeah, Bengals, Titans. I already said this. If Derrick Henry plays like Derrick Henry, they're gonna lose. If Derrick Henry doesn't play like Derrick Henry, it's Bengals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals too. I don't think Derrick Henry's gonna be that 150-yard dude. That's just my opinion on that. I just don't think he's gonna do that all the way coming back. If he would have got some snaps in week 18, if they would have just said, "Hey, here's like 3, 4, 5 runs, do you just try not to get hurt?" I think I would have had Titans going into this. It's the fact that Julio's so washed.
Yeah, I mean at the last game of the season, he got like 5 receptions for like 70 yards on a touchdown. So.
Yeah, he did. He can turn up once in a while. He's like AJ Green is.
In the game against Seattle, he had like 200 yards.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna be like a lot like AJ Green is. Just he has a better chance to pop off instead of being like a fourth receiver.
Oh, AJ
I just think it's gonna be the Bengals. The Bengals are too hot. They just won their first playoff game in like 50 years. Feels like dude. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? They won their first 1980. Yeah, they won their first playoff game in literally like 50 years. Like, they just got too much momentum going into that game. The Titans they limped their way. They were injured. That's the only thing. They're so healthy going into this game. That's the only thing that worries me. Like, this Titans team just reminds me that year they almost made it to the Super Bowl like 2 years ago. That's why they worry me.
They are lucky they got the 1 seed.
Yes, if they didn't have the 1 seed, they would have been. They probably would beat the Steelers. I think that would have been best case scenario for them, honestly, because they would have got that little bit in. They could have battled with the Steelers a little bit. They could have moved on, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think they're looking at it as we got a bye week type thing. But, yeah.
All right.
NFC,
Niners.
I got Rams over Bucks.
Oh, okay.
I got Rams over Bucks. I was going with that game.
I'll go Rams over Bucks, too.
I just got it, too, because they already did it, first thing. Second, they already beat them this year. Second thing is just, like I said, I already kind of talked about this. The Bucks are so beat up.
Yeah. But I'm just going to say this right now.
They're going to get beat up more. I think they have no one other, like, Tristan Wirfs is beat up, and he's going to have to match up with Aaron Donald. And then someone's going to have to match up with Von Miller and Leonard Floyd. And Jalen Ramsey's going to clamp up Mike Evans. Yeah.
I'm just going to say this right now. If the Cardinals beat the Bucks, if the Cardinals beat the Rams, give me Bucks over Cardinals.
It's Bucks. Yes. Yeah. Agree. Yeah, I agree with you on that. But I think the Rams will go. I think the Rams are going to be having a date with the Packers in the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, though. My only thing is Nick Bosa's out. That's the only reason I'm saying that is Nick Bosa's
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna say Packers over Niners. I hate to say that, but
Packers,
Packers
I know why, but
getting healthy.
It's hard.
Packers
and we
getting
got way too
healthy.
much momentum. We have way too much momentum. We got a rest game. We gave the Lions a win. Outside of that Lions game, we've lost, 2 games? And that one of those was week 1?
Yeah, we don't.
We look so good. Like, we've never looked this good for a long time.
Yeah. And Devontae's.
And we're just now getting healthy. That's my biggest thing. Jair's coming back.
Bakhtiari.
Tanya and Elton Jenkins. I don't know if they're coming back.
Elton Jenkins.
That's 2 guys.
Elton Jenkins tore his ACL.
Yeah, I know he tore his ACL. I think Tanya did the same thing, dude. Yeah, if we get, dude, that's the craziest thing. We did all of this without those guys. If we had those guys this year, we'd be just, it wouldn't be a conversation if we had those guys all year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. NFC Championship game. We'll go AFC first.
Was it Bengals, Bills?
Bengals, Bills, yeah.
I'm gonna, you know what? Screw it. I'm going with the.
Teams are gonna be so hot.
I'm going with the Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals.
My point is both of these teams will just fought so hard to get here.
Yeah.
Bengals will have just fought against the Titans. That's a more defensive hurt for both ways. Like, the Bills are going to be hurt defensively. The Bengals are going to be fatigued defensively. Offensively, that Bengals team was just 2 weeks in a row. That offense is just getting so hot, but the Bills got such a good pass defense.
I feel they had the number 1 ranked defense all year. They had no Pro Bowlers, but
it's just like the Bills got so much motivation. The Bengals got so much momentum. Both sides got momentum, but the Bengals are just getting here. This is their first little feat.
That's true. That's true.
The Bills, last year, they've been 2 years in a row now. I think 2 years in a row they got knocked out by the Chiefs. Like, you remember how Stephon Diggs was staying on the field watching the Chiefs celebrate going to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
That's the part I look at, and that's where I'm like, Bills.
I'm going to say Bengals, man.
I got Bills. I got Bills for that game. That's going to be close.
Joe Burrow is like...
I'm gonna explain my NFC pick and why I got the Packers. I hate our history in the NFC Championship. I hate to say we're gonna win because I just feel like we're jinxing us. But my biggest thing is the Rams played in LA, then they played in Florida. They just played in 2 warm places. The last time they came up in the cold, they got stomped down in Green Bay. I was at that game. That game was lit. They're coming to Green Bay again. After just playing in 2 warm places, you know what I mean? It's just that's my biggest thing for them is the weather, and we got Bakhtiari to go up with Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a fight. I'm not surprised if we lose, especially with our history. But I got Packers Bills in the Super Bowl. What you got?
I'm gonna say Packers in a blowout because the Rams are kind of frauds when they play the Packers. Yeah, I'm gonna say Packers win by a blowout. I'm gonna go Packers Bengals Super Bowl. I'm gonna say Packers win the Super Bowl.
I was gonna say if we play the Bills, that's like best or Bengals, that's best case scenario. The Bills is the toughest team.
No, I feel like Bills. You have a better chance of beating the Bills, in my opinion. But
I'm just looking at it. I'm thinking about it. We have such a good O-line right now. They have no pass rush like that.
I mean,
here's why I think we're gonna win. They're not messing with this run game, with this running offense. AJ Dillon's gonna run you over, and then Aaron Jones is gonna break your ankles. I love whenever AJ Dillon gets the ball, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's just like a bulldozer.
Yeah, I think the only team that might be able to beat us out of the 4 teams is the Chiefs.
Nah, I don't think the Chiefs could be. I mean, if your defense can hold them, yes. I mean, if you get Jair back in time and cover Kelsey, yes.
I think Jair will be by Super Bowl time. I honestly think Jair is gonna say, "Hey, what's up, Jamar? You're not doing shit."
Yeah.
Like, I think by Super Bowl time, Jair's going to be ready to go up against those elite receivers. Jamar Chase is going to go up against one. I don't think the Bengals have played the Rams. Like, to me, like, those are my top three corners are Jair, Jalen Ramsey, and AJ Terrell.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of what he did in those 8 games. I didn't know he went that crazy. Just knowing that is like, I got to watch the Falcons game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I got to see what he does because I don't watch. The Falcons aren't interesting. They got a lot of big, like, versatile weapons I'd love to watch. Like, they got Kyle Pitts, Cordero Patterson, you know, and then they got AJ Terrell. Just they need more, like, weapons.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Since we're on...
Hey, hold up. What?
All right. Back.
Yeah, my bad.
All right. So what were we talking about? Pro Bowl or something?
No, we just talking about Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah. Yeah. Packers, I mean, they're getting really healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be
If like Bakhtiari, Jair, and Darius and all them are 100 by Super Bowl, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, we did all of this all year. Beat pretty much everyone we played all year.
Yeah,
and without those guys.
And your defense was top 5 ranked without Jair or Darius.
Overrated. Very overrated defense. From what I watched, that defense was terrible.
Yeah. I mean, you got a couple playmakers, though, like Devondre Campbell and Rashawn Gary. They're looking pretty good.
Douglas.
Oh, yeah, Douglas. Douglas is pretty good.
He's good, dude. He's good.
And Eric Stokes is very underrated.
Yeah, he just can't catch a ball.
Yeah.
To save his life. He can't catch to save his life. Like, the amount of times he could have, like, 5 picks this year. He just didn't catch the ball.
Yeah, he's got, like, preseason Jamar Chase hands.
Yeah, but it's regular. Like, yeah. I hate seeing that, dude. Every time it's like, pick, and his ball just falls out of his hands. It's like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, the game against the Browns, I'm like, oh my god.
That's why we probably could beat the Chiefs. He's not a good corner guarding wise, but he's got that 4-2 speed. Like, he's our only thing we can throw at Tyreek Hill.
All right, I want to talk about some Pro Bowl snubs real quick. I'm gonna
I honestly am not 100% on who all made it, so I'm just kind of.
I'm gonna name 3 right off the bat. I'm gonna say Cordell Patterson, AJ Terrell, and Austin Eckler.
Austin Eckler didn't make the Pro Bowl. Surprises me, but who are the AFC running backs? Because I know JT was one.
Jonathan Taylor,
Nick Chubb, I guarantee it.
Nick Chubb, and then Joe Mixon.
Yeah,
I would say
the only one that's like Joe Mixon's the only one that's like.
That's what I would put Austin Eckler over Joe Mixon.
I don't know. I probably wouldn't.
I mean, I'm looking at rushing and receiving, and I feel like
I got you 100%.
Austin Eckler is like 20 times better receiving back than Joe Mixon. And I feel like they're
Yeah,
like
100%.
about the same at running. Watching him play.
I think Joe Mixon was a better rusher, but he didn't have the receiving edge on him. But Joe Mixon's just the bigger name. That's why he made it.
Yeah. And then Cordell Patterson.
Who were the NFC running backs?
It was Dalvin Cook, James Conner, Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Cook is so overrated.
Alvin Kamara should have not made it. He missed like 5 or 6 games.
He missed like half the season. Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
And then Cordell Patterson had like 1,500 yards from scrimmage, and then Alvin Kamara only had like barely 1,000. So
definitely, he's just the bigger name. That's just that.
I like the James Conner pick. You know, I think Leonard Fournette.
100%. James Conner had like 20 touchdowns plus.
Yeah. I feel like Leonard Fournette could have made it too, but I don't think he would make it over James Conner or Cordell.
He didn't have the receiving. That's what he didn't have. He didn't have the receiving. But he had like the 1,100 rushing yards.
Yeah.
Who was your other snub? I heard 3.
A.J. Terrell.
Yes. I don't know who the corners were.
It was Trayvon Diggs, Jalen Ramsey.
You can't lie. Trayvon Diggs does deserve the Pro Bowl just because of his 11. Like,
yeah.
It don't matter. 11 interceptions is 11 interceptions.
Jalen Ramsey's
a given.
Darius Slay, Maurice Ryan Lattimore.
Lattimore is the one I would have tried to put him over.
I would say like
Darius Slay did really good this year.
Yeah.
Darius Slay was quite underrated.
The reason why I would put A.J. Terrell over Marshawn Lattimore is because that game against Seattle, we got cooked by DK Metcalf.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. No, A.J. Terrell's pretty good. A.J. Terrell's really good though. Like he's honestly he could slip into top 5 if it's because he's in Atlanta. If Atlanta's sitting here winning like 10, 11 games and they're a playoff team, and he's keeping up what he's doing, everyone's talking about A.J. Terrell.
Yeah.
But they sit here and they win like 6, 7 games. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I feel like the Falcons are the most irrelevant team in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm surprised Kyle Pitts made the Pro Bowl, but tight ends are not deep in the NFL right now. It's really like 5 tight ends.
Wait, who do you think should have made it over Kyle Pitts?
I don't know. I can't remember the Pro Bowl. I'm gonna keep that.
The 2 tight ends that made it in the NFC were Kittle and Pitts.
Oh yeah, that's right. They only do 2 tight ends. I forgot. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say about tight end. I felt like tight end was deeper, but when you think about it, there's really only like 5 tight ends, and then everything else is nah.
Yeah, and Mark Andrews is probably the best tight end this year.
I mean, well, considering I think it's just Lamar throwing the ball is a backup quarterback, and backup quarterbacks, if there's a backup quarterback in a game, always expect a tight end to go off because it's a big body target, easy to throw to. When a backup's in, tight end gets the ball. Lamar's throwing ability is equivalent to a backup. That's why Mark Andrews gets the ball so much.
I forgot one. Joe Burrow.
Yeah, no. He threw like 15 interceptions.
But Lamar Jackson made it.
He did?
Yes. Over Josh Allen.
If Lamar Jackson's making it, we might as well have made Jalen Hurts a Pro Bowler.
Lamar Jackson made it over Josh Allen and Joe Burrow.
That's crazy.
If Joe Burrow didn't make it, I would have been fine with Josh Allen. I would have been fine. But Lamar Jackson...
Yeah. If Josh Allen made it, I'm not complaining. But Lamar missed. He only played like 12 games. He didn't throw too good either. Like, he did not.
In the beginning of the season, yes, I can understand you saying Lamar probably what. Like, mid-season? Absolutely not.
Yeah. It's just because, dude, Joe Burrow threw like 600 yards on Lamar's team.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. I would say, like, Herbert, Mahomes, Burrow, or Allen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just don't care about the Pro Bowl anymore. It's just like, it's not like the game's not fun. No one tries in it.
Yeah.
You know? It's just those events. They need to make it more event heavy.
Yeah. You know, like how they do, like, the challenges and stuff?
Yeah, like how they have, like, the dodgeball and stuff.
Like,
they need to make it. They need to make it more event heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just like, it's so stupid. Like, I don't understand. And like one of the best offensive linemen, Creed Humphrey didn't make it, which you probably like.
Oh my, because he's a rookie though. But then Kyle Pitt makes it.
He had the highest grade, the second highest grade offensive lineman rank.
Oh yeah, dude, that was such. I wanted the Packers to get him, but they drafted
I had him going like mid first round, and he went in the mid second round.
Yes, I had him go to the Cardinals because he used to be Kyler's center.
Yeah, I had him going in the Steelers. I'm going to the Steelers.
Yeah, I did for a little bit, and then I was like, I don't remember. Dude, I should pull up our old mock. I should really pull up my old one.
Yeah, I have.
We should do that. We should go over our old ones.
I have it on my school, on my Chromebook. I'm not going on my school Chromebook right now.
Yeah, we drafted Josh Myers. I wanted us to take Creed Humphreys in the second round, but they drafted Josh Myers.
I mean, he's not bad. He's mid, but.
Well, here's the thing: when you get a dude who's mid, but then you can get Creed Humphreys, who's honestly probably the best center in the league right now. Yeah, there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Dude, fine though. What was it?
You guys could have, you guys offered a pretty decent contract to Corey Linsley, but didn't accept.
Yeah, he's an idiot. I'm just saying it right now. He's an idiot.
He went to the Chargers. He was like second team All Pro, so
he's still a good center. Just if he would have been with us, he probably honestly could get a ring. Like,
yeah, but you wanted to go to Chargers that haven't been in the playoffs in like 5 years.
They should have made the playoffs, but Brandon Staley.
I think Brandon Staley should have been fired after that.
No,
because you look at what he's done.
That's over the top.
You gotta look. He goes for it on fourth and. This is not the first time he's done it. He goes for 4th and 1 at their own 15. Who does that?
He's an analytic heavy coach. That's what he is.
And they did the exact same thing against the Ravens and the Chiefs. I'm like, why would you do that?
I told you though, he's an analytic heavy coach.
Yeah,
like he listens to that dumb shit.
Yes.
All right, I got my mock. I pulled it up right before the draft. All right, I had the top 2 were the actual ones. And nobody had those wrong. It was Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. No one had those wrong. Third one, I had them take Justin Fields. Loki might have been a better pick. But we can't say nothing yet.
It's too early.
First thing, we got to see Justin Fields actually get a decent team behind him and a good coach. And we got to see Trey Lance actually play.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth pick, I had them go Jamar Chase because I felt
I remember you.
Which honestly, I would have rather took Jamar Chase instead
of I had him going with Kyle Pitts. I was right about that one.
Yeah, that was the right one. That was obviously the right pick, but I just wish they would have went Jamar Chase because the way I looked at it, dude, Calvin Ridley, Jamar Chase is your number 1 and 2. Especially with how nasty Jamar Chase has been, that would go crazy.
Yeah.
And then that would have the 5th. If Jamar Chase isn't there, they 100% take Penei Sewell. So I had Penei Sewell going 5.
Looking at it now, I feel like
I think they're happy with Jamar Chase.
Rashawn Slater should have been a higher draft pick than Penei Sewell.
But going into the draft though, Penei Sewell was like considered Joe Thomas. Like he's not really that good. I had Jalen Waddle go 6. That was right. Yeah, that was right. 7. I had the Cardinals trade up and get Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of over.
If they could have did that, if they would have did that, dude, that one was over the top. But I was like, it's such a Cardinal thing to do to trade up and get the versatile player.
Yeah.
Because that's just how I was looking at it. I was like, they got that versatile one with Isaiah Simmons. It was like back-to-back. They do Kyle Pitts. I thought that would have been good. 8, I had the Panthers go Slater. That would have been a good pick.
That would have been a good pick for them. Instead of getting
J.C. Horn barely played.
Because, he had tore his ACL.
Barely played. Mm-hmm.
And they already kind of stacked that corner right now, so.
Mm-hmm. 9, I had a trade up for the Patriots, and I had them take Trey Lance. That would have been great for them.
Yeah, that would have been.
Obviously, the next few years, it'll probably be even better. But just off of the few games we saw out of him, he would have been better than Mac Jones.
Mac Jones is overrated.
He's solid. He's just young and he threw too many picks. That was my problem.
Yeah.
At 10, I definitely made the wrong pick. I had the Cowgirls take Patrick Peterson or Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, I had him doing that too.
That would have been good. He was still a really good corner. They needed corner. That honestly might have been a better pick, but when Michael Parsons is in Defensive Player of the Year talks, yeah, no. You know? Because at 11, I had the Giants who are still. I had the Giants stay at 11 and take Michael Parsons. That would have been a W. That would have been a god tier pick. And then I had at 12 Devontae Smith fell to Philly. And then I had Christian Darius go 13 to Chargers. The Chargers would reach for one of those 3 tackles if they had to.
Christian Darius has been pretty good this year.
He fell to like the 25th pick. The Vikings just got him.
Dude, the Vikings. I've been noticing the Vikings have been really good at drafting late round.
Yeah, them and
you got Justin Jefferson.
Steelers, I want to say.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I know there's another team. I can't think of them right now. There's been like 2-3 good teams who've just been crazy good at late round draft picks. I think one of the dudes who was really good at it just got fired too.
Yeah, Rick Spielman on the Vikings.
Yeah, he's really good at those lates. Yeah, I had the 14th pick being the Vikings stay and they take J.C. Horn. That would have been good for them if he would have played. But he obviously didn't play. But that would have been great for them because they need corners, and he was like a Patrick Peterson to me coming out the draft. Yeah. I had the smartest pick. I had the Broncos. I think they traded back to 15. Take J.O.K., who should have been a first-round pick, but he almost fell to the 3rd. The Browns just stole him, and he's playing better than most of the first-round picks.
He's one of the best linebackers in the league.
And then I think I had a crazy one. The Lions traded back and took Azeez Ojulari. That one was crazy, but it wasn't at the same time.
I mean,
it was a
Azeez
Ojulari's been terrible. He had like 10 sacks. That's not bad. That was great for the Lions. Dude, imagine Azeez Ojulari and like Aiden Hutchinson next to each other. Or Cody Pay. Or not Cody Pay.
The guy from Oregon.
Yeah, no, I think Kayvon Thibodeau is Oregon. Michigan is
Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson. And Aiden Hutchinson is Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah.
One of those two with Azeez Ojulari be deadly. And then I had I don't think Tevin Jenkins didn't play much.
Yeah, he played.
He was just a Raider. He was such a Raider player to me at 17.
He played one game and didn't do much.
That was that Packer game. Yeah, I watched that. He didn't do good. But for your first games going up against one of the better pass rushers, that's not ideal. But he was such a Raider player because he was a run block dude. He's a big-bodied lineman who just got out in front of you and pancaked you. He was just such a Raider dude. Like, am I wrong? The Raiders just seem like they get all the grit and grind, dude.
Nah.
Like, they need Urban Meyer, a coach. 18, I had the Dolphins get a running back as Najee Harris. That would have been a double pick for them.
Yeah.
I mean, who did they take? They took Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips was actually pretty good, though.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
I had Mac Jones fall to 19 to Washington.
I had Mac Jones.
That was great for Washington.
I had Mac Jones going in the second round.
I was like, I thought Kyle Trask was better than him for a while.
I did too.
Like I always had Kyle Trask be like a first round Saint quarter. Like I always had the Saints draft him. But then I think I was like, the dude's gonna be like a 4th round pick. I'm just gonna cut him off my first round mock.
Yeah, I mean,
but Mac Jones did Washington needs a quarterback. Like, what's his face? Ron Rivera said he wants to build a complete team, then get the quarterback. You get the quarterback and you build the team. Like you just do both at the same time. You know, do one or the other. At 20, I had the Bears take Vera Tucker, their actual pick. No, my bad. Giants took him. Bears traded up. That would have been a good pickup for them. Vera Tucker was actually pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, the Jets O-line kind of made him look bad, but you look at him as an individual player, he was all right.
Yeah. I had 21, I had Rashawn Bateman go 21st to the Colts. That would have been good for them. Rashawn Bateman was
dude, they really need a receiver.
Baltimore? Yeah. Just having, I can't think of his name right now. I'm blanking.
Michael Pittman?
Yeah. Just Michael Pittman's not No. And then Paris Campbell and T.Y. Hilton, that's just not a good receiving core. Like, T.Y. caught, like, one touchdown this year, and that was that lucky touchdown he had against the Colts. Or against the Raiders, At 22, I had the Titans stay Caleb Farley. That would have been, this is a pretty good pick for them, actually.
He hasn't played much of the year, but when he was playing, he was all right.
Yeah. When he was playing, he had, like, 2 interceptions. Yeah, that's another thing we should do. We should great picks.
Yeah, that's going to be difficult.
No, I got you. I can do it. Yeah, I didn't watch any rookies, though. Kwity Paye, I had go to the Jets at 23. That would have been pretty good for them.
I feel like they got a good D-line already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt like one more pass rusher would have just been perfect for that team because they didn't have a good secondary. The Steelers go Greg Newsome just because, dude, I had the mindset. I was like, Greg Newsome could be that 1 or 2. Number 1 or 2 corner. That's the way I looked at that one.
Yeah.
I had 25. The Jags go Sam Cosmi.
Jags?
Considering Cosmi, he's on. Yeah, Jags. They need O-line. They should not have took a running back. They needed O-lineman, and that was my mindset. I was like, best available O-lineman. That's just what their pick should have been.
Yeah.
And then at 26, I had the Browns. The Browns didn't really need anything at this point, so I was like, Christian Barmore. That would have been a great pickup for them because he's been elite in the middle for New England. He's been really good for them. I was like, dude, Christian Barmore in the middle of that team, they don't got great D tackles. Just off of how he performed this year alone, that would have went crazy. 27, I had Jalen Phillips finally get picked by the Raiders. That's just because I just found out about all like his concussion history. I was like, he's lucky to go in the first round. Then he went 18th overall. But if the Ravens would have got him, that would have been really good for them. But I looked at him as a dude who could sit behind
Calais
Campbell, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When Calais Campbell retires or they get rid of him next year or in 2 years, he just comes out and plays like Trey Hendrickson or something.
Yeah.
28, I had Jamin Davis to New Orleans. That's just because they had Demario Davis getting old and they needed another linebacker.
I don't think that would have been a good pick for them.
He's really not that good though. Like when you look at it at the time, he was such a hog tackling like linebacker, and he had good coverage skill. Like he had like a lot of upside, and he's just not looking good for Washington right now.
Originally, I had Jamin Davis going in the second round, late second round.
I had him as a first. That's because I watched some tape on him before the draft, and he was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just really not like performing this year for him.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because I honestly thought he was gonna be a lot better. Because he has a lot of potential still. He's just not doing it. 29, I had the Packers get Kadarius Toney. He was just so fast and athletic and everything. I was like, if we land him, and he was like a second-round receiver. I was like, oh yeah, Green Bay they love first-round receivers and stuff.
I think the Giants.
They needed to get a first-round. They needed to get a first-round receiver so bad. They needed a first-round receiver.
The Giants kind of took him early in the first.
Yeah, they reached on him in the first, but he was actually pretty good for him.
Yeah.
They just need to use him more.
They need a quarterback.
30th, I had Nick Bolton to the Bills. The Bills just needed a pass rusher who could also play decent linebacking. Yeah. And that's why I had them go Nick Bolton. And that would have been a great pickup for them.
Who would they take? Grady Rousseau? Grady Rousseau was pretty good.
Yeah, Rousseau. He was pretty good, though. I think it would have been a good trade because, dude, Nick Bolton was a second-round pick to the Chiefs, and he's been really good for them.
Yeah.
Like, the Chiefs, that's what I was trying to think of. The Chiefs have been really good in the late rounds. Have you noticed that?
Well, I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
They got, like, L'Jarius Sneed and all of those.
Oh, yeah.
They've done really good in those late rounds.
It's just a first round. Who did they take this year in the first round?
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't have a first round pick.
They didn't have a first. They got Orlando Brown.
I don't know.
Speaking of that trade, I had the Ravens take Terrence Marshall. They just needed
that was kind of a reach at the time.
Yeah, well, they needed a receiver. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? Like when your number one is Marquise Brown or Sammy Watkins, you need someone who could pick up some slack. At 32, I had Greg Rousseau instead of Joe Tryon. That would have been a lot better of a pick for the Bucs.
I mean, Joe Tryon's been playing good in the past couple, 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, he's been solid, but like I said, dude, just Gregory Rousseau just would have been a better player at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't get to your mock drafts, can you?
I think. Yeah, I can't.
I mean, do you want to grade the past picks and then go into coach firing?
Yeah. I'm gonna grade it here.
No, I would do that.
I'm gonna pull up the thing real quick.
No, I can pull it up right now. I got it pulled up.
Well, I gotta pull up for my grades.
No, I got you. No, I was going to list them out, say them out loud. You grade them. I'm just winging it. Trevor Lawrence, first overall.
I'm giving a C minus.
I'm giving a D. A D. I want to give it a C, though, because I want to see him with a different coach. Those few games without Urban Meyer, he did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a C minus. Zach Wilson, he looked good towards the end of the year.
I'll give him a D.
D plus. Yeah, D plus. Trey Lance, I'm gonna give him an unknown because we didn't really see him.
Yeah,
but for the little bit we did see him, he played a lot better than Jimmy Garoppolo ever has for this team.
Yeah.
I honestly give it an A. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna say an NA for now.
Yeah, we haven't really seen him much, just off the little bit I saw and the potential he showed through what we saw. I'll give him a solid B. He looked really good when we get to Kyle Pitts.
A plus.
He's a Pro Bowl tight end. He's a Pro Bowl tight end. A. I mean, considering they could have had Jamar Chase, that's the only reason it's not an A plus.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth was Jamar Chase. That's an A+. 100%. Joe Burrow's ACL was fine this year. That's a great pickup.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle went 6.
A minus.
B+. Sorry.
I would say A minus.
Penei Sewell to the Lions at 7.
C plus.
B minus. JC Horn, I'm not going to give that an NA. NA, didn't play. Pat Surtain was really good.
A minus.
That's the A. That's the A.
A minus.
They moved up to 10 to get Devontae Smith, considering they probably could have got him at 12 and gave up less assets.
I'm gonna say a B.
C plus. Fields.
This year,
it's so tough. I need to see him with a better team and a better receiving core.
I'm gonna give him a D.
Yeah, D. He's got a lot of potential though, but it's just because he was so overhyped going into it. Everybody's like, Super Bowl for the Bears. We got Justin Fields. No. That's just where it's you gave him too high of expectation. That's why I lost him. Micah Parsons, A+. You guys traded down, collected assets from a rival, and you got a defensive rookie of the year. A+. 100%. Great move.
Yep.
Slater at 13. A+. You didn't do anything. He just fell in your lap, and he was the best tackle of the class. Yeah. Great move. Elijah Vera Tucker at 14.
I'll give him a B.
I'm gonna give him a C because they moved up. He probably honestly could have fell in their lap. Mac Jones,
B.
Honestly, they'll get a B+ because they did make the playoffs with him.
Yeah.
Zaven Collins,
F. Not an F. I'll give him a D.
Not an F.
D minus.
D.
The next pick though.
He didn't play, and when he played, he didn't play great. That's just my thing with him. Leatherwood, F. You could have did so much better. Darius was on the board. Come on. Though.
The Raiders always reach. The Raiders always reach in the first round.
Yeah, you should get the A+ for all the memes on his phone. 18, Jalen Phillips. They didn't move. They didn't do anything for him, and he did good. B-. 19 was Jamin Davis.
F.
Only reason it's not F is because you didn't move for anything, but I'm looking at what could they have taken outside of him.
JOK.
Yeah, it's true. I had them take JOK until he was mocked as a second rounder, but I had him go earlier than that. To imagine JOK on the Broncos, that's where I had him going. That would have went crazy. But yeah, D. I had D-. This is not F because you didn't move, you didn't do nothing. He fell in your lap, and he had good potential. But he played like shit. Kadarius Toney, they traded back, gained assets just to get him, and he played good.
C plus.
Would pay? He did pretty good for them.
I give him a C plus.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Caleb Farley,
NA.
We didn't see him much from him. When we did see him, I'd say it's a solid B plus out of him. When we did see him, Darius,
I'm gonna give him B plus.
They moved back and got assets. B plus. I maybe even an A minus. Najee Harris, he did great, but you just needed a line so much. That's a C minus. You just needed O lines and quarterbacks so bad. You did not need a running back. Travis Etienne, F. I could say NA, but it's F.
I gotta agree. Najee real quick. I'm gonna give Najee an A minus.
He played great. On terms of how he played, he definitely deserves the A's. But on what they could have used that pick for, C.
You give him a C?
Etienne is an F. Etienne is an F.
No, Etienne is NA. We haven't seen him play at all.
I would say NA. Just you could have done so much more with that pick. F.
I agree.
And you already had a good running back. I hated that pick. Greg Newsome, the second.
I'll give him a B plus. B plus. B.
C. I'm gonna go C plus.
C?
Chuck Bateman. Yeah, he was good.
C. I'll give him a C.
Yeah, Bateman was good. He get a C plus for me. Stokes, if he could catch a ball, I'd give him a B. But since you can't catch a ball, my buddy, you're getting a C minus.
I'll give him a B. Peyton Turner.
Gregor.
You forgot Peyton Turner.
I did. Oh, F.
Yeah, F.
Gregor. Sue.
I give Greg Rousseau a B plus. No, B.
I'm gonna give him C plus.
B. Efedi Ohe, I give him a B.
Was it Udafe Owe now?
I don't know.
He actually did pretty good for him. He did pretty good.
I give him a B.
I give him about it. B, but since his name is hard to pronounce and he switched it, C.
Joe Tryon, like
D.
A C minus.
D. We could do some second rounders, but I think the first round's all that really matters. Like, there's some significant names like Barmore, Landon Dickerson, Javon Holland, Javonte Williams was in there.
No.
About Tevin Jenkins. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Like, a lot of these I just didn't watch enough of. Although Rondale Moore did go in there, so hey. Coach firing. Ooh. Yeah. Actually, pull up a list of who all got fired, because I cannot tell you. There's been like 12. I can't tell you who all got fired. We'll grade them and talk about them.
All right. GM checker. Okay, let me go down.
It's been the offseason even here, and this season been wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do this, and then we'll probably I'll find some of the I can find I'll look for the upcoming free agents. We can talk about that then close it out.
All right, so here we go. I got a list pulled up here. So we got David Culley from the Texans.
Oh, I hate that they didn't give him more of a chance.
Yeah,
that's my only issue.
He was put in a terrible situation. The Texans were expected to do winless.
Yeah, come on. I don't know, dude. Like,
I'm gonna give that like a firing like a D plus.
I don't know, dude. It's tough because it's just like they just really didn't give him a chance, but he wasn't really doing anything as a coach. If they could go out and get a better coach for him, I think if they get a better coach, it's a good move. If they don't get a much better coach, it's a bad move. Like, if they don't get a much better coach, it's like an F. If they do a lot better,
let's talk about our grades.
Then I'll give them a high grade.
Let's talk about the grades first, and let's predict who they will hire.
Yeah, we'll do that for everyone.
Joe Judge, A plus.
Oh, we're moving on? Yeah, A plus, dude. That was terrible.
Oh, my God. He's running QB sneaks on their 5-yard line, 3rd and 9.
On that 5-yard line on, like, 3rd and 8? Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's not really much to say here. Joe Judge was horrible. He was treating the players like crap, fighting his coaches. Yeah, that was easy.
Yeah, that was bad. He was a bad dude. He showed some like good moves his first year, and even through half the season. Then
They almost
I don't
won
know
the
what happened.
division.
Yeah, I know. Like first year and a half of this, he was like a good hire. Like I was like, dude, they've got a good coach for the next few years. And now it's just like, what happened? Like he's terrible now.
Yeah. Brian Flores, F-.
F plus, dude. Oh my god, terrible. That was so dumb.
They should have fired the GM, not Brian
They
Flores.
should have fired the GM and like the O coordinator or something. Like I don't know.
No, the reason he got fired was because of a power struggle between him and the GM.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because then I thought, who wanted Deshaun? One of them wanted Deshaun, and that's why one of them got fired.
The owners.
I don't know why.
The owners wanted Tua. Brian Flores wanted Deshaun.
They should have got Deshaun, dude. Like it's like the same thing. Like when I sit here looking at like the Panthers or the football team, like those teams, if give them Deshaun Watson, those teams are next level.
Yeah.
You know, like that's my biggest thing. Like Taylor Heinicke's overrated this shit.
I mean, he's a backup. He's a backup.
Yeah, for a backup, he's like I feel like Tyler Huntley's like a better option. You know what I mean? Like there's better backups than him.
Yeah. Okay. Next, we got Matt Nagy. I give him an A.
A plus, dude. That was just a fail. And they fired the manager.
Yeah.
I'll give that the manager firing. I guess you're just getting a new thing going with the team.
If they fire the coach, they probably fire the general manager.
Yeah, they did. I was talking about coaches.
Yeah, let's just talk about coaches.
Yeah, no, that one was interesting for me. Yeah, that was a good move. He was just a terrible coordinator.
Ever since
Nick Foles, you see that? You see that Nick Foles demoted himself to the practice squad.
Yeah.
That was interesting to me.
But
yeah.
Yeah. Matt Nagy had 3 winning seasons with them. But ever since the double doink, he's been like terrible.
I swear that double doink haunts Chicago.
I know. He won coach. He won coach of the year, and then just like, whatever.
Yeah, I can't believe that he won coach of the year. That's just must.
All right, next we got Mike Zimmer. I'm gonna give
A
him
plus.
A plus.
They've been needing to do that for like 4 years.
Mike Zimmer is horrible. He's like
they should not have got rid of their general manager though. They should have kept him. He was a pretty good drafter. I think they just needed a new coach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like they're trying to build a new culture there. So
there's just nothing really to talk about. It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mike Zimmer's a good defensive mind, though. I'll give him that.
He's got a very good. I think what they should have done is like demoted him to D coordinator. Like you know how like Dan Quinn was fired and then he's a defensive coordinator now for the Cowgirls.
Yeah.
That's something that should happen to him, or they should have demoted him and got someone else.
I think it's going to happen with the next head coaches on this list, Vic Fangio.
Yes, that was such a bad firing.
No. That was a good firing. Vic Fangio has not had a single winning season with them. They need to get an offensive mind, like Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, Eric Bieniemy, like they don't need an offensive mind. It's just tough for me because I feel like they just needed a better O coordinator. They needed someone else calling their plays. Like they could have kept the defensive system going. You know what I mean? But I think they could have got a better offensive coordinator.
Yeah. The next is King Urban Meyer.
A plus firing. I'm not even gonna joke about it. A plus firing.
Yeah, A plus. And then should we even talk about this?
He was bad. Oh my god. No, we don't gotta talk about it.
Okay. John Gruden.
Better. Oh wait, no. F.
I'll give up.
Hey, bro, if they ever struggling, they could just have him go a few emails. They needed to keep him. No, that was an A plus. No,
A.
Yeah, it wasn't a resign. It was a firing. But yeah, he wasn't a bad coach. But considering Culley He did pretty good. So yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a sticky. That was just a hard one to call. That was a sticky situation. That's one of those like Deshaun Watson ones. If Deshaun Watson never plays football again, he got cut. Say, it seems like a bad idea, but considering the circumstance, that's what it is. It's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a bad personnel move, but you almost had to make it. Like Carl Nassib would have gave him a bad face during practice the next day. You know. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now let's talk about what these teams will hire as their head coach.
I think the Giants should go Flores.
No. Well, yes, I think they will. Here, I have a list.
We also got to think about like side coaches, the coaches that didn't get fired but are in the market. Like Doug Peterson still sitting around. Bill O'Brien. It sounds bad, but it's because he was trying to be GM too. Because he's the O coordinator at Bama right now.
Yeah.
He's still a good coach. Don't get me wrong, he's a good coach, just a bad general manager.
Yes, very bad. All right.
Yeah.
So this is what I got for the Raiders. I have them keeping their interim coach, Rich Bisaccia, or whatever how you have to say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean he's the only interim coach ever to take their team to the playoffs.
He brought them to the playoffs and he got them on a win streak and everything. They beat the Colts with him. That's great.
Yeah.
And he was pretty decent. He was kind of young for head coach, too.
Yeah, next I got Doug Peterson going to the Jaguars.
I think Doug Peterson go to like New York or something, like the Giants, just to try to get back at Philly.
Yeah. I don't know.
That was the one I thought about for him.
Doug Peterson can develop.
I think wherever Brian Flores goes, he's going somewhere where they have the assets to get Deshaun Watson.
Okay. Doug Peterson has good development traits for quarterbacks, but he just needs to keep the relationships good because that's what went wrong in Philadelphia with him.
Well, yeah, it's because they had Howie Roseman as a GM. Howie Roseman was a good GM when they won that Super Bowl, but then he tried to keep everyone together.
Yeah.
That's where he messed up. I agree with the Jaguars one just because I still feel like Brian Flores should go to never mind. I think Brian Flores should go to Denver.
Oh, well, see, I have something different for Denver. I got Eric Bieniemy. Because, listen.
Yeah, I see. I know where you're going with that. I still think they should go Brian Flores to keep the defensive coach. And Brian Flores isn't a bad offensive coach, but realistically, most of their problems are solved if they go out and get Deshaun Watson.
Look, if they're taking away the Chiefs OC,
they gotta. Only thing if they do that is they gotta keep Deshaun away from the massage chair.
Yeah. Eric Bieniemy, they're taking an enemy OC away from a rival team, which will help the Broncos.
Yeah. Eric Bieniemy probably goes to a place that needed offensive help.
Yeah,
which
Broncos.
Is Denver, but I don't think Denver does that. I still have them go Florida. What is it? Is it like Peyton Manning trying to be the GM right now?
I don't know.
Like he's trying to take it away from John Elway.
John Elway is not the GM anymore.
Oh yeah, I heard Peyton was trying to own.
I don't know.
Them. I could be.
He might try. Yeah, he might be trying to own them because they're up for sale.
Yeah, he's trying to be like their general manager right now. Yeah.
And then for the Bears, I got Kellen Moore, the Cowboys OC or Cowgirls
I think
OC.
The Bears should go Bieniemy.
If they can.
If they can, the Bears should go Bieniemy.
Yes, but I don't think they will be able to.
I think the only coach you're forgetting about that is from college is Harbaugh, the other one.
Oh, Jim Harbaugh? I don't think Jim Harbaugh is going to get hired.
I think he will.
I don't think he will. You think Jim
Just
Harbaugh?
because of what he did in Stanford?
No. I just don't think he will just get signed. I don't think there's too many talented other coaches that will get signed beforehand, I think. And then
I don't think Joe Judge will get a job either.
If he gets a job, then the NFL is rigged.
He's not going to get a job. Urban's not going to get a job.
Urban's probably done with football.
Urban, no, he's not. He's never done with football. You know what? Urban's done with football. He's going to make a bar.
Yeah, he's going to make a bar so he can grind up them drinks.
Yep.
Okay.
It's going to be called the Grinders Bar.
The Grinders Bar, yeah.
Urban Meyer's Grinders.
Okay. For my next head coach job at the Vikings, taking
Well,
Nathan.
the Vikings could get Flores. I'm just thinking about the Flores sweepstakes, honestly.
I have Brian Flores going somewhere. I think the Vikings are going to take Nathaniel Hackett, Packers OC. I think they should go defense.
I hope we don't lose our offensive coordinator.
I think they should go defense, but the Vikings move usually is go OC, except for Mike Zimmer.
I think the Vikings will try to get someone who's a D coordinator who's like a defensive coach, like Fangio or something.
I think they will go Nathaniel Hackett for one reason, so they can develop Justin Jefferson better. Even though,
yeah, I think Miami. I don't think he really needs help.
Yeah, that's
I think Miami will go from Mike Zimmer
as a head coach.
Yeah.
They better not,
because he can do the defensive stuff, and it's just it seems like something Miami would do.
Okay, well, I have the Dolphins hiring Brian Callahan, Bengals OC. I mean, have you seen?
I'm just curious where he got Flores going. I'm really curious where he got Flores going.
He's coming up soon.
Everything else is kind of like you gotta know coordinators. I'm not like I know like the players and all that. I'm not too good with like the coaching stuff.
I mean, Brian Callahan this year has came up with some great schemes for their wide receivers, like T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. Those two are ballers, and we don't even.
It's more the fact that they got Tyler Boyd. I'm not gonna lie; those two are good off of talent. Tyler Boyd,
yeah, Tyler Boyd's good too. And they turned a no-name tight end and somewhat mid.
It's like he was almost a Pro Bowl thing. He's like a notable free agent name. It's crazy.
Yeah, CJ Uzomah. Now and then I got the Giants hiring Todd Bowles, Buccaneers DC.
I totally forgot about Todd Bowles. I'm not even gonna lie. He's gonna be a highly touted dude too.
I think the Giants will go defense here because I mean that defense was kind of sketchy this year.
Offense was terrible too, though.
Their offense was terrible too. That was mainly because of Joe Judge, though. He was calling offensive plays for some reason.
I know Daniel Jones does not deserve to be replaced, but he will.
He's a good backup, I feel like.
I feel like he can still be a starter. He needs good coaching. That's really what it is.
And then, finally, I have the Texans taking Brian Flores.
Oh, yeah.
This is the only way.
No.
This is the only way the Texans will keep Deshaun Watson.
I don't think Brian Flores is going to want to go there.
But if you want Deshaun Watson, this is your best shot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of true, though. I think Deshaun should have tried to play this season and play it. And then he would have teams actually trying to get him. Because then it's like, he's playing. He's doing good. Let's get him.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. All right, I'll pull up I got the free agents pulled up. It's only got like the notable names. It's not gonna be crazy. Like it's only gonna have like 5-6 per position, but whatever. All right, first quarterback is Mariota.
I think it was Steelers or State.
Let's try to guess where they go.
I have two options for Mariota.
I have the Steelers.
One, he either stays or Steelers.
I'll name the 5 they're putting up, and then.
Hold on, what's the website you're gonna go on? Just so
how about that?
Yeah, what's the website you're on?
Yeah, I'll name all 5 quarterbacks, then we'll pick. So Bridgewater, Jameis, Mariota, Fitzmagic, and Tyrod Taylor.
Okay, I think Mariota has 2 options: either goes to Pittsburgh, or he stays with Las Vegas, and they trade Derek Carr.
That's a decent option. I think if you're trading Derek Carr, you could get a better quarterback, though.
Yeah.
I think the Raiders should go for Deshaun. He looked good in their colors.
Yeah. We'll see.
I still say Tyrod Taylor to the Steelers because, just Tyrod has a history of getting hurt and then a rookie quarterback going crazy behind him. Just get Tyrod and draft a quarterback. They'll be fine. I don't think Fitzpatrick will get a contract. I really don't think he will.
I don't think he will after this year.
Like, he's 39. He just missed the whole season.
Maybe as a backup. Maybe as a backup.
Backup, starter gets hurt. He goes crazy. That's how it normally goes anyway.
Yeah.
Bridgewater and Jameis have, like, real starting potential somewhere.
Winston stays with the Saints. I think they extend him, like, for 4 years. Or 3 years.
Yeah. 4 is a stretch.
Yeah, 3 years.
I don't know.
And then Bridgewater?
3 years.
Okay, let's think of teams. Maybe
he's a tough one.
He could go to the. I could see him going on the Steelers.
Yeah, he's a Steeler.
Maybe
I feel like he'd be a Steeler.
Maybe the Lions. Like him.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a mentor role. No, I think.
Maybe Washington.
Washington would be a good fit. He's a bridge quarterback. They could easily just get a bridge quarterback, go along with it. Mariota's the only one I haven't really kind of picked yet. I think Mariota will be a Giant.
Nah. Actually, that's a scheme fit for right now. But.
That's what I'm saying. Because just for right now, they're not trusting Daniel. If they don't, there's no quarterback worth drafting at their high of a pick. Unless they take on that dude out of Liberty. I can't think of his name right now.
I don't know. But I feel like the Giants could get Mitch Trubisky.
I don't know. I think Mitchell will get another backup job somewhere. I don't think Mitchell will be a starter in the NFL again. Unless someone gets hurt.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are just sitting here. He's out of Chicago. He had a good preseason game. Everybody's going crazy about him. I don't believe in him.
I do.
I don't believe
Matt Nagy was pretty. There's like a text message.
Matt Nagy was terrible. 100% Matt Nagy was terrible.
Said he did not like Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if he'll get a second chance.
I think he might get a second chance.
As a backup and someone gets hurt. That's how I see it happening. Go over running backs?
Yeah.
Like, it's not interesting for quarterbacks at all. No. I'll just list them all. Ronald Jones, Rashad Penny, Chase Edmonds, Sony Michel, Melvin Gordon, Cordero Patterson, Leonard Fournette, James Conner. Those are the bigger names.
Okay, I'm going to go with...
we'll start from...
Rashad. I'm going to go Rashad Penny.
Let's start with James Conner. Let's just start with James Conner.
Fine. I think he resigned the Arizona extension.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% think Arizona's going to put him down for a solid deal. Because I feel like whenever teams give these mid-level running backs solid extensions for
I think they would sign him to like a 2 or 3 year deal.
Cooks these 6-year deals, they kind of suck. Yeah, I agree. But he's 26. That's the thing with him. Leonard Fournette's 26? Wow. Leonard Fournette feels like he's 30.
Yeah, I know.
I think the Bucs bring him or Ronald Jones. They're bringing one back. They're not. I think they're bringing.
I think they're just going to bring back Leonard Fournette back.
Yeah, they're both the same age. I agree. Yeah, probably. They never really use Ronald Jones. Leonard Fournette's that power back.
Yeah, I don't think Ronald.
I don't know what Ronald Jones is going to get.
I think he could go to
Cordero Patterson.
Cordero Patterson.
Keep in mind, Cordero Patterson, 30. He's 30.
Well, that doesn't. It does matter, but it doesn't matter at the same time. I don't know.
It does. It's like he's gonna get a 1 year, 2 year deal.
Yeah, I think he get a 2 year deal.
That's the issue with him. He's a short term player who's only gonna be good for about a season.
I don't know.
But he's such a gadget. That's the thing with him.
Yeah,
My thing with him is he's a returner, he's a runner, he's a receiver. He's such a gadget player. I think that's why he's gonna go somewhere where he wants a versatile player.
If we did not have Eli Mitchell, I think
Yeah, I agree. He's a he's a 49er type player.
But yeah, if we didn't have Eli
I
Mitchell,
agree with you on that. He feels like a 49er. Yeah, if you guys don't have Elijah Mitchell,
I think we go to a team like
he's tough. Cordero's tough.
Yeah, I think. Let me think. I got a team, Bills.
He's gonna go to like a team like the Dolphins.
The Bills. I'm gonna say Bills.
That's a good one.
I mean,
the Bills could throw him out a nice little 1 year.
Okay, this is
two. You know what I'm saying? The Bills could throw out a little 1 year.
2 running back options for the Bills. So you can get Peterson, or apparently this has been going up recently. Saquon Barkley has been asking for a trade or something like that. So they could go out and get Saquon.
Yeah. And no, I don't think he'll get traded because I feel like the Giants are going to value him higher than he is actually valued.
But, I mean, dude, if he
I like that one. I like that Cordero one. Here's what I think. He's either going to go to the Bills, like you just said, or he's going to go to, like, one of those teams that kind of need a running back, like the Dolphins or something. You know what I mean? They don't really got nobody. And the other option is if the Cardinals don't bring back Connors, I like Cordero there. But I think they'll bring him back. But, yeah, I like those 2 options. Next one is Melvin Gordon.
I feel like he
could get a decent deal.
I feel like he might stay with the Broncos because I feel like they just.
I don't think he will because
I know what you're gonna say.
I know he will stay there. I like their 1-2 punch of him and Williams, but that's the only reason he doesn't stay there. Is they're like, well, I think Javonte is gonna be our number 1. I think that's where they could go with it. And if they do go with that, I don't know where he's gonna go. I don't know. I feel like he'll go to LA or something. I think he'll go to LA.
Chargers.
Because Sony honestly, he could go to both, but probably the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, I could kind of see that.
Because Sony Michel is also a free agent. He's just going to be a number 2 running back. He's just going to go somewhere random.
I feel like they'll stick with Cam Akers.
100%. Sony Michel is going to be a random. He's going to be like a second back. He's going to be somewhere random.
Yeah, like the Falcons.
He's going to go to one of those teams like the
Falcons.
Yeah, he's going to go to like the Falcons or something. I like Melvin Gordon on the Falcons, but Sony's just going to go somewhere random as a 2-back. Chase Edmonds, he's probably going to be in the same boat.
Yeah,
same thing with Rashard Penny. Ronald Jones is really the only other dude here to get a decent deal somewhere as a starting back.
Isn't Damien Harris a free agent too?
I don't know. Honestly, I just pulled up a video that had like 10 on certain positions. I'm like, well, I'm just going with this. I don't feel like really looking around.
Yeah, Damien Harris. Well, I think
it's 10 days. It's only 10 days old, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go with it.
I think he'll stick with the.
It's just It's just mentioning big names. Ronald Jones is tough.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the running backs are tough because you just don't know with running backs anymore.
I mean, yeah, they're really like.
That's the thing.
Maybe besides Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb and Jonathan Taylor, like running backs are pretty.
There's not many long-term dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The receiver class is pretty. The receiver class is very top-heavy. Odell, DJ Chark, Mike Williams, Michael Gallup, Boo Boo Smith-Schuster, Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin, and Devontae.
Okay.
I don't think Devontae is going to be a free agent.
Okay. There's 2 things here. If they go far in the playoffs, like NFC Championship, he'll stay. If they lose to the Niners, he's leaving.
Here's the thing. I agree. If they make the if they make the Super Bowl, right? If the Packers make the Super Bowl, Rodgers and Devontae are Packers. If they don't make the Super Bowl, Devontae's a free agent. Rodgers is on the move.
Okay, this is what I think. So
here's the thing about Devontae. We got to put a prediction on where Devontae is going to go if he's a free agent, though.
I'm going to say Raiders because he's been like, hold on, or wherever
he was with Derek Carr in Fresno. Yeah,
wherever Derek Carr goes.
Hear me out. This one's crazy, but Devontae feels like an Eagle receiver.
The Eagles don't have cap for that.
Yeah, true.
I think.
I'm trying to think of a team with a lot of money, but I like the Raiders.
For now, I'll go Raiders. For now.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting if he does be a free agent. Godwin,
Eagles.
He's tough. He's definitely not going back to Tampa. He's gonna want money.
Eagles.
He's gonna want a lot of money. Eagles. Yeah, I like
Actually,
that.
no.
Eagles go for one of the big name receivers.
I take that back. Eagles are going to get Robinson. And then Chris Godwin.
Yeah, Eagles go Robinson. Chris Godwin? Loki, Chicago maybe.
No, they wouldn't do that. Maybe.
Yeah, true. They want a third down receiver that's like DJ Chark or Mike Williams for them.
Maybe Colts.
Godwin's tough. Godwin's tough because he's gonna go. Because Godwin's 25. Godwin's getting like a 4 to 6 year contract for a lot of money.
I'm gonna
say he's gonna be a number one.
Godwin of the Colts.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. That's a really good one.
Yeah, I've seen it. He's a perfect scheme fit.
There's not many good ones. There's not many good ones. That's really good for them. Yeah.
I think
we said Robinson, Eagles.
What I think the Colts can do, they could trade. This would be really good for them. So this is what they could do. They could trade Carson Wentz to the Raiders, get Derek Carr, try to bring Devontae and Chris Godwin.
No chance they have the money for that. I just don't think that's just such a long shot for me. I don't think they could pull that off. They're gonna get one of the two, but I think they'll keep Carson. There's just not good enough of a quarterback market.
That's like a
go
shot.
Gun ho and get rid of him.
Well, I think they'll get Chris Godwin.
I think Eagles go Robinson. Godwin to the Colts, and Devontae if he's a free agent. Raiders. Juju, I think he's going to one of the LAs.
Yeah,
I think he's going to one of the LA teams. I don't know. It just feels right. LA just feels right for him.
Juju, I think he could go to a team like, and I think he would stay in the AFC. Maybe the Chiefs.
I think Chargers.
Chiefs.
I got one of the LA teams. I got the Chargers. They're losing Mike Williams. I got the Chargers.
Yeah. Well.
And I like DJ Chark going to Pittsburgh. He's that route run third down receiver. Or they go Mike Williams. They could get two big bodies with him and Claypool.
Yeah. Odell? Where do you think Odell's going to go? Think he sticks with the Rams?
I think he almost goes back to LA.
Yeah, I think so too. Dude, that receiving core next year.
Goes back to LA.
That receiving core next year, though. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Odell.
That's gonna be good.
Dude, that's gonna be stacked.
Yeah. DJ Chark, I feel like he's a Steeler kind of guy, and then or Steelers go Mike Williams or DJ Chark. I think they go DJ Chark. Mike Williams is gonna be tossed up. I don't think he's going back to the Chargers. Mike Williams could go anywhere.
I think Mike,
like a team that wants a big body receiver threat like in the red zone.
The Saints.
I think he goes two ways. Right? If Devontae's not a free agent, I think LA will go get him, or Las Vegas will go get him. If it's not, if Devontae goes there, and if Devontae's a free agent, I think Mike Williams goes
to the Saints.
Like Detroit.
I'm saying Saints.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on Saints.
I don't know. We don't know if they're going to keep. We don't know if they're going to keep Michael Thomas.
I don't think. Yeah, they honestly. I don't think so. Gallup's the last one.
Gallup? I could see him going to the Saints too, but I don't think they will.
Nah, I don't think he's going back to Dallas though.
I think he's like a deep shot and a red zone threat mixed together.
Yeah, I know he's tough.
Maybe like
he almost feels like a Colt dude, but
he feels like a Bronco to me.
I feel like the Lions got too much money not to land one of these receivers.
Yeah, Michael Gallup would be pretty good. I mean, they got a Amara St. Brown.
Gallup. That's what I'm saying. They'll get a nice number 2 or number 1 for him. Yeah. I got Gallup, Detroit.
I would say
it just feels too good.
Gallup to Denver.
Yeah, they got a pretty good room though already. They don't really need to do that. Ooh, tight ends is nice. Tight ends are nice.
All right, let's hear it.
Ooh. So the Bengals, CJ, something. Evan Ingram, David Njoku, Dalton Schultz, Gronk, Zach Ertz, Tanyan, and Mike Gesicki.
That's really good.
I want to start off with the veterans, which is Gronk and Ertz. Gronk probably goes back to Tampa to play with Tom.
Yeah.
I think Ertz goes back to Arizona.
I think the Arizona is going to get another talent. I think Ertz might go to Dallas because I don't think they're going to stick with what's his name, Schultz.
They're not sticking with Schultz. Yeah, I think the Cardinals would go for someone like Evan Ingram.
Yeah, that's why I would.
The Cardinals just want versatile players to me. Like the Cardinals just feel like they need versatile dudes. Yeah. I think the Bengals will bring back Usama. And then Evan Ingram, David Njoku is going to be a backup. I don't know. I think the Browns.
I feel like he has potential to be a star. Browns just don't use him.
Yeah, he's not going to want to go back to Cleveland. I don't know. He'd probably go to like New York or something. Giants.
I think he's like a. I could see him going to the Packers.
I think they'll bring Tanyan back. He had too good of a season a year ago. Gesicki's the last one. I just think the Dolphins give him a payday.
Yeah.
The Dolphins have to give him a payday.
He's pretty much their number 2 receiver.
A lot of these tight ends are going to go back. A lot of these tight ends are going back to teams, or they're basically swapping spots. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Damn, this is a good tackle class too. Riley Reef, Cam Robinson, Eric Fisher, Trent Brown, Dwayne Brown, Orlando Brown, and Armstead. A lot of Browns, but yeah.
Armstead sticks with the Saints.
Yep.
Let's see.
Orlando Brown
sticks with the Chiefs.
Dwayne Brown's probably. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna be able to pay him. He's 25. He's gonna want some money though. I think he's gonna go to I think they'll franchise tag him or something.
Dwayne Brown. Who's he?
He's 36. He's on Seattle right now. He's 36. Dude, he's probably not going to get a deal. He's just too good of a name. But then again, what's that one dude that the Chiefs cut him? I can't think. Mitchell Schwartz, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's on a team right now. He's younger than Dwayne Brown. I don't think Dwayne Brown's going to get signed.
I think Dwayne Brown will get a 1-year deal from Las Vegas.
Either he goes back to Seattle or he's a free agent. Or Las Vegas is good. Trent Brown.
I think he sticks with the Patriots.
Look, here's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at two things, right? The Colts got a lot of money. The Jags got a lot of money for these few tackles left. Trent Brown is probably going to take a payday over the New England Patriots. But the Patriots are true contenders, but so are the Colts. I think he's either going New England or Indy. Same thing with Eric Fisher, and then Riley Reif's 33, and he's not that good.
He'll be a backup.
I don't think he's going to get a deal.
He'll be a backup in Chicago.
Maybe a backup somewhere. Cam Robinson will probably go back to the Jags.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot one
unit or the interior.
We forgot one big free agent from the wide receivers.
Who?
Just guess.
AB.
Yep. Do you even think he'll get signed anyway?
He's not getting signed. Okay. No shot. Interior line. Ryan Jensen, Brandon Sheriff, Lake Tomlinson, Lakin, whatever. James Daniels, Connor Williams, Andrew Norwell, Jason Kelsey, and Ben Jones.
I think all those linemen.
A lot of these dudes are vets.
All these linemen will stay with their team.
For the most part, a lot of those dudes are going to go back.
Except Connor Williams, because that guy's trash.
Yeah. Well, he's 24. That's the only reason he gets something out of some teams. Yeah, it's just the interior lineman. It's hard to find them. It's hard to make a big switch. The only dude I think would change something is James Daniels to something. But I don't know. Yeah, interior line is hard to kind of predict. I think this is outside line. Yeah, this is outside linebackers. He's putting them in their systems. Just kind of weird. JPP, Derek Barnett, Emmanuel Agba, Hassan Reddick, Von Miller, Randy Gregory, Chandler Jones, and Harold Landry. Harold Landry definitely gets re-signed.
Yeah.
He's too young and too good. Same thing. Chandler Jones isn't young, but he's too good not to get paid.
Yeah,
By
I
Arizona.
think he will stay with the Cardinals, but barely. I think it's going to be between them.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. He's going to go somewhere where they want a pass rusher. That's tough.
Let's see.
Randy Gregory's such a weird name. You know, like, just to pop up here. Like, he's older. He's not that good. That's a weird name. Like, he's going to be a backup somewhere.
I don't think
Von Miller.
No. I don't think Randy Gregory will be a backup. I think he'll be a starting and like a team like.
He'll be a starter somewhere. He was solid.
Like,
JPP probably goes back to Tampa. Derek Barnett probably gets paid by Philly. Agba is
probably Jets.
Hassan Reddick. I feel like Carolina is going to pay him. He did really good this year. Von Miller's the tough one. I don't think he's going to stay in LA.
I think he will stay in LA.
He's a name. That's the biggest thing. He's a name that scares you. And if you don't want to double him, you're going to leave him one-on-one. He's going to get at least one sack. That's the thing with him.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Inside linebackers, essentially. Josie Jewell, A.J. Johnson, Leighton Vander Esch, Jayon Brown, Kenny Young, Anthony Barr, Devondre Campbell, and Aluakun. Aluakun 100% gets a payday from the Falcons.
It's Aluakun.
He almost had 200.
It's Aluakun. Aluakun.
I don't give a shit. Aluakun. It's like Aluakun. Because it's K-U-N at the end.
I know,
Aluakun.
it's weird.
I'm just calling him Aluakun.
And then Devondre.
He was 8 tackles off of 200. He is getting a payday.
And then Devondre Campbell's is going to get a payday from Green Bay, too. I guarantee it.
We got Chris Barnes, though. He'll probably get a decent
you guys should definitely keep Devondre Campbell. He was a beast this year.
He's slow. That's my only issue with him. He's slow. Anthony Barr, the Vikings let go of so many of their old veterans from that old team. I think Anthony Barr is going somewhere new.
He seems like a Jets player.
Yeah. Jets or Dolphins.
Jets.
He feels like an Eagles linebacker.
He does.
That's what he feels like to me. I feel like he's an Eagles linebacker. These Broncos, there's 3 Broncos linebackers. They're probably all going back to Denver. They're fucking no names, it feels like. But they put up numbers. They're just low-key no names. Yeah. Like, they're not big, sexy names, but they're just, they put up production. That's the thing. Jayon Brown probably goes back to Tennessee. It's Leighton Vander Esch. He's not going back to Dallas. He does not like Dallas. I guarantee that. He feels like a Raider.
Yeah. He's
wears that. He's such a Raider player. Like, he has like that shoulder plate, whatever, in his back.
He is so slow.
He wears that neck pad. He's slow. He's a Raider.
Yeah.
I like how quickly we did linebackers.
Yeah, I know. Go to corner.
Corners are good. Pat Pete, Bryce Callahan, Joe Hayden, Dante Jackson, Darius Williams, Carlton Davis, Stephon Gilmore, J.C. Jackson. J.C. Jackson gets paid.
Yeah, definitely.
Gilmore, Dante Jackson gets paid.
Yeah, I think
Dante Jackson, J.C. Him and J.C. get paid.
Darius
Williams, L.A. will probably pay.
Bryce Callahan seems like a Minnesota Viking player to me.
I think the Vikings will get him because they're losing Pat Pete. I don't think. It's tough. I don't know if anyone's gonna want Pat Pete.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like Pat Pete's gonna go to Chicago or something.
Yeah.
Joe Hayden probably goes back to Pittsburgh.
Joe Hayden's underrated, in my opinion.
He's 32. That's just why nobody talks about him. He's old.
Yeah.
Carlton Davis, Gilmore, and Darius Williams are the 3 we gotta talk about still.
Williams
probably gets a decent little contract from LA. Carlton Davis, they're not gonna have money to pay him. I don't think they're gonna have enough money to pay with him for what he wants, and Gilmore's probably not gonna get paid. He's 30. He's gonna be 32 next year, and he's not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? He's not DPOY player anymore.
I think Gilmore wants to stay with Carolina, but I don't know if Carolina will want to do that.
That's my point. They got J.C. Horn. They're going to want to develop him. Stephon's going to hurt that, and especially with how old he is. yeah, let's just give him a 1 to 2 year deal just so he leaves in a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Carlton Davis is going to get a payday from someone 100%. Gilmore's probably going to go to Philly. Philly's just going to get their veteran corner unit up. And then Carlton Davis.
That would be kind of overpowered. Him and Darius Slay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about too. And then not Darius Williams, Carlton Davis is the last one. That's a tough one. He's going to get paid, and it's not going to be by Tampa.
Yeah. Well, okay, when does free agency usually start?
I'm thinking of a team with a lot of money, like Detroit, maybe. Like, he's already got a ring. He can ride it out through a rebuilding team with Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm just,
That's what I think.
dude, this offseason is about to be really crazy.
This offseason going to go dumb. And I know Deshaun getting traded this offseason 100%.
I thought he was going to get traded last offseason, but.
Yeah, he's definitely getting traded this offseason. And then,
I think the only way he stays.
We'll have to study up. We're going to have to study up on the draft too soon so we can make a mock draft for this year because I haven't really paid much attention.
I've only studied the quarterbacks.
Malik Willis, that's the quarterback.
I've studied 5 quarterbacks. I kind of
watch everything. I like
5 quarterbacks. Matt Corral, Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ryder, Malik Willis, and
Malik Willis is like the quarterback who's going to get picked somewhere like Carolina.
Yeah.
Carlton Davis, I feel like, is going to go to Detroit or Jacksonville or one of those teams with money, like Miami. No, not Miami. Like New York, one of the New York teams. He's just going to go somewhere with money who can use a young team who's rebuilding and is going to be a contender in a few years because he's already got a ring. He can ride out a rebuild.
Yeah.
Or he gets franchise tag and 1 year deal for a few seasons with Tampa. Safeties. We're almost done here. Jaron Curse, Marcus Williams, Jabril Peppers, Devin McCourty, Marcus May, Quandre Diggs, Tyrann Mathieu, Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates 100% gets paid.
Yeah, same thing with Quandre Diggs.
Yes. Devin McCourty probably walks. They're probably not going to bring him back. They're probably going to try to... I think the Patriots are going to probably try to throw money again in free agency. I think the Patriots are going to go Marcus Williams.
Yeah, I think Devin McCourty could go to a team. I
think Devin McCourty's going to go to a team like Tampa.
Nah, I think they're more offer him anything big. I think he would go to...
He's a former Patriot.
I think
That's all I'm saying. He's a Patriot. He knows Tom.
I think he would go...
He's just going to get a 1 year deal somewhere.
I think he would go to, I don't know, maybe like the Dolphins with his brother.
Yeah, he's random. He's going to go somewhere with a 1 year deal. Marcus May probably gets a payday. I think Tyrann Mathieu might want to leave. I'm not even going to lie.
I don't know. Yeah, actually, yeah. He's going
to be interesting because he's almost 30. He's going to want to just make a bag and go somewhere. He's got rings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
him and Jabril Peppers are the only two we got to kind of talk about here.
Jabril Peppers, I think he could go to a team like...
I really don't think he's staying with New York.
Washington, I think he could go to a team like that.
Yeah, Washington's a good fit for him. I just don't really know where Matthew's going to go. Tyrann Mathieu's just going to be like a big name, high-touted dude. He's going to be tough.
Dude, imagine him,
tough decision.
Him and Derwin James on the same team. Just imagine that real quick.
I don't know. I'm only trying. I don't think they have the money for that.
LA, they need a safety. Rams.
Which one?
Rams.
I don't think they got money like that. Like they'll probably pull out. They'll probably get Devin.
You know the Rams need a safety when they're bringing guys like Eric Weddle out of retirement.
Facts. I just don't think Matthew's gonna want a big deal. I don't think he's gonna do nothing. He's gonna go big deal and contender like Indy. Like, Indy's going to put all of that cap space they got into some dudes this year. This offseason. They're going to run it up.
Yeah.
What was it? We're going to talk about something else after this. Because that's free agency for the most part. I mean, I'm sure we forgot a decent portion of people. But obviously, we just wanted, big names. We didn't do nothing crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know. It was an interesting year this season, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be a good way to end the podcast.
Yeah, we'll have to study up on the draft and stuff.
Yeah.
We could low key hop on later, talk about the game like right after.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, probably tomorrow.
Yeah. I might make
tomorrow
some.
Or better. So yeah.
Yeah.
We'll pull up tomorrow, and then yeah, I'll try to watch you up on some draft stuff, and I'll see if I can get a mock going. But yeah, I'll get one going tonight probably.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna be the end of the broadcast. We'll be probably back on tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But yeah.
More than likely tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll definitely have to get our consistency going. You know.
Yeah. It was
one episode every 6 months is gonna suck. We didn't talk about the regular season at all. We just said, yeah, playoffs, why not?
Yeah, playoffs.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to be the end of the podcast. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Go Niners.